It's time for another episode of the wildly popular podcast, Chasing Meeples. On today's show, Chris and Angie discuss the games they played on vacation and then go back to tightening up their collection with the latest Cull picks. Brace yourselves, the Meeple quiz, the hearty laughs, the insightful discussion, and the banter. It's all rolling your way, starting now.
Hello, everybody. This is the Chasing Meeples podcast. I am your host, Chris, and as always, I am with my lovely co-host.
Hello, it's Angie.
Hey, Angie. We've got another episode of the Chasing Meeples podcast for everybody to listen to.
I hope it's for not just a select group of people. Not just a select group of. It is for everybody. No, wait. You are not on our. I want to say the SHIT word, but you're not. Everybody can listen to this.
Yes.
Anybody.
Yes, it is for everyone.
Everybody.
Everyone, not just a select group of people. Thank you for that. But of course, if you are not a subscriber to this podcast, and you don't have notification bells on YouTube, if you listen to it on YouTube, you aren't, one of the select few who know when.
Hey everybody, Future Chris here. I just wanted to hop in here real quick. It is only 1 minute and 45 seconds into this episode. Things are about to go off the rails just a tad. You're going to hear us talk about some gift card promotions and some sponsorships that do not exist. These are promises that we cannot keep. You will actually hear me say that I'm going to struggle a little bit keeping this in the podcast. I've decided to keep all of this into the podcast just because it is funny. And just wanted to hop in because none of this is a thing. Okay? Thanks for understanding.
You aren't. One of the select few who know when this episode comes out.
They will not be one of the people that will get entered into our monthly drawing for a $50 gift certificate for Miniature Market. And that's just sad. That's just sad.
This is new. This is a new development, Angie.
It's a way to get listeners.
False promises. Yes, that is exactly it.
Well... Let's see how many people Miniature Market can try in.
You're silly. Yes. So if Miniature Market, if you want to sponsor us so we can actually do this giveaway, you can contact us at chasingmeeples@yahoo.com and we'll start this beautiful partnership that Angie has
monthly giveaways.
Monthly giveaway.
Do you know what would be awesome though? Because we get our one listener from Germany. Who I won't say your name.
We've actually have more than one.
I know. And it's not Reiner Knizia. It is an awesome listener on our Discord. And he is on the All Board Gamer chat. Every time we go on his live shows, he is on there. So he is our non-Reiner Knizia Germany listener. So if Miniature Market is, in fact, willing to slide us a gift certificate that we can pass along to one of our subscribers, that would be really cool.
Yeah. So now
all the pressure's on them. Hey, maybe game nerds would be willing to do it. I don't know.
Angie, I'm having a very hard time with this right now because my mind is spinning. Like, do I edit all this out or do I keep it and actually hope that somebody who has something to do with any of these game company or these companies actually listen to our podcast and say, you know what? We find value in these guys. Let's help them out. Again, if you want to contact us, chasingmeeples@yahoo.com.
I don't know. There's always a chance. We got that one game store in Appleton.
Oh, Boardlandia? Yeah.
They do online stuff.
And we drop a lot of money there, and we drop a lot of money at the Noshery in Sturgeon Bay, completely different company.
Online stuff. Boardlandia's got a big online presence.
They do, but
people, People shop at Portlandia online.
Anyway. All right. Well, it's time for me to pop a cough drop in.
All right. What flavor is it, Chris? What flavor do you have over there?
Vapo Cool. It's menthol.
Vapo Cool. That's not
Vapo
really.
Cool.
Is there any sort of like?
Yeah, nostril burning menthol flavored. Just what I need right now.
I don't know. That flavor sounds so good. How can I resist? Can I get a 6-pack of it?
And those of you who are concerned for my health, I appreciate your concern. But through the magic of recording, I have not been sick for a month. Just want to let you know we're recording these in a short time span. So anyway, all right. Well, what do you got?
What do I got?
What do you got? I'm sitting here looking at our desk and I'm seeing things that I don't know what they are. Like for some reason, we've got the Trekking Through History rule book sitting out on the table. Trekking Through History
rule book is there because previously the episode that we did, which I changed. You remember when you kept saying, what does episode teach?
Yeah.
It was going to have to do with teaching games. So that is one that we're going to have eventually. And so my thought was going to be Trekking Through History, which would be a good game to teach newbies or to even teach at I was thinking my brother Jeff. Can I get somebody into gaming? Maybe Trekking Through History would be something easy enough to teach, easy enough for them to pick up. I was even thinking a game night at church. So that is why Trekking Through History is sitting here. Nothing is sitting here that, okay, well, there's Pepto-Bismol here.
Not for me. Not for me.
That was me the other day.
I just have the giant pile of Vapo Cool.
Okay, so we are not sitting in our bathroom. Just to let everybody know, we are not in our bathroom. It is not large enough to podcast from, but it may have better acoustics.
What are you talking about? It would have horrible acoustics.
No, do you remember who? Okay, who is the multi-international, multi-platinum recording artist who recorded his first hit single in a bathroom?
Well, if you're referring to the docudrama Weird Al Yankovic made, according to that, yes, he did. He did record "I Love Rocky Road."
No, wasn't it My Sharona?
Oh yeah, it was My Bologna.
My Bologna, yeah.
My Bologna.
Hey, that is a cult classic movie. If no one has ever
already,
you have not seen Weird. Is it Weird or Wired?
Weird.
It's
Why would it be called Wired?
I don't know. It didn't make sense.
Not Wired Al.
I really thought it was Wired until one day I think you said something and I looked at it again going, oh, no, that's not W-I, that's W-E. But yeah, it's actually an okay movie, except when the father beats the accordion salesman to a bloody pulp. I think the first couple times our son watched that, I kind of, was letting him watch it.
Yeah.
One day I'm actually paying attention to it, and here comes the accordion salesman knocking on the door. And I see that, where he says he's going to be swimming in the with playing his accordion, and Dad comes in and smashes the accordion over his head, and suddenly I feel complicit in the destroying of that young man's dream.
Yep. So I got a quiz question for you, right?
Me?
Now. Oh yeah, you're gonna ask me questions.
Whoa.
So since we're on the topic of the, what did you call them, multinational?
No, it's like multi-international accordion. I don't know.
Yeah. Since we're on the subject of Weird Al and movies.
Okay.
What is the actual cult classic that he made in the 80s? The name of that movie? He ran a cable network. The guy who played Kramer from Steinfeld was in it.
Oh, what was that called?
I believe Julia Dreyfus was in it too, or Julia Louise, whatever his name is from Seinfeld.
I can't remember the name of it.
UHF.
Yeah, I didn't know the name of it.
That movie was great.
When you say cult classic, suddenly I'm thinking he wasn't in Rocky Horror Picture Show. That's what I'm thinking.
Yes, that is the only cult classic there is.
Yes, it is. That is the only one.
Did you know that that was the first actual film role that Tim Curry had as Frankenfurter?
It wasn't a wonderful acting quality. So...
No way. That movie was classic.
Did you see it where did you see it?
I never actually saw it in a theater.
Yeah, I saw it in a theater. Very bizarre.
No, that was awesome. I've always wanted to go to one of those showings of it where people dress up.
Yeah.
But
everybody was throwing toast at the thing. Yeah.
For sure. I mean, like, yeah.
We got the toast. I had no idea why.
You don't understand the toast
I didn't know
reference?
why we brought toast.
I actually think I had a Rocky Horror. For some reason, like in my teen years, my friends and I, we were pretty into that. And we watched that movie a lot. Did you know that there was a sequel to that called Shock Treatment, which I actually have on VHS somewhere?
Oh, do you really?
Yes. It follows Brad and Janet after they got out of Rockies.
Okay.
And they end up in like this weird television network. Not as good as Rocky Horror, but still a good.
That was an interesting night when I went to see that. It's like one of the first nights I was sneaking into Green Bay bars. It was Halloween.
Yeah.
It was like Halloween weekend, and we're all dressed up in costumes, and they weren't very good at checking IDs. Say that.
And that was probably in what, the early 90s?
Yeah.
Early 90s, yeah.
Graduated 88, yeah.
Totally different time. So but I bet you if I go digging in one of my boxes somewhere, I will find my Rocky Horror Picture Show. Like, I don't even know what it was. It had a piece of toast in it, and it had all the stuff that you would use.
Oh, really?
When you went to
oh, really?
live version of it. I don't know how I got it. Oh, because I joined the Rocky Horror Picture Show fan club. I bet you I can find all that stuff too.
So you have a membership number somewhere on the internet.
I am somewhere a card-carrying member of the Rocky Horror Picture Show fan club.
You were a lonely child that you joined that.
And again, this podcast is for everybody.
Yes, it
and
is.
I just scored cool points in a pocket of some listeners out there. There is some listener out there, pocket of listeners who are like, Chris, come on. Let's go watch a movie.
Oh, things that you find out about people when you start talking nonsense. I never knew that about you. I'm looking at you different now.
Why?
I look at you under the lens of red lipstick and platform shoes.
Okay. You can like a movie and not dress the part.
Okay. That was pretty interesting.
But I could probably, if you put that movie on, I could probably recite every word to that.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I could probably do the time warp and do all the dances. When Eddie said. Okay. Anyway.
Okay. What are we talking about here? What is this podcast about? It's about board games. Is there a oh gosh, new quiz. Is there a board game?
Games or
what? Is there a board game about the Rocky Horror Picture Show?
Well, not one that we have. Why are you looking at our shelf? Oh, let me look around the room. Yeah. Maybe we have it on our shelf and I just don't know it.
The funny thing is there are no game shelves around me right now. So,
right behind you, goofball.
Yeah, but I was looking at the guitars. We do not have it over there at all. If there is a game and there is a publisher with a copy, they could send it to us and we will discuss it on air. I know that is something that there is some publisher out there going, yep. That's what I want. I want these two bozos on air ripping apart my game.
What is wrong with us?
What?
We're like, what? I don't even know what the word is. Are we pandering? Pandering? Is that even a word?
I don't normally do that.
Like,
that's usually you.
Like,
I don't know.
Look, like everybody in this, like everybody in the business space anywhere in this is like, look at those two people over there just waving. Look at us. Look at us. We're chasing Meeples. Send us stuff. We'll talk about it. Send us stuff.
I normally don't do that. I'm just teasing. I'm just joking. I'm like absolutely not that person.
I am.
I'm not.
No way. This is awesome. So
I'm not that person.
we talked about it in our last episode. We talked about the season and dingy board games.
Yes.
Okay. So we played that game again
We
in
did.
the final copy last night. And I really enjoy that game. And like I said in the last episode that we had, like when we first had the prototype of the game, not a theme, not a game, not a brain burner by all means. It's just a nice, fun experience.
And it is an experience. And that's exactly what I was thinking. I was trying to describe it because it's not, I was trying to think about how I feel when I play it. And I don't play it like you would most other games. You're playing for the thematic nature of it. It really is how you're, writing letters to your suitors. You're trying to meet the fellas. It is. It's very thematic that way, how you're trying to get certain people to propose to you. And, you've got this where you're hoping, I want, Lieutenant Arthur
Trowbridge.
Was it Trowbridge? Yeah. I was looking for him. And when he finally entered the game and I could narrow in on him, that's who it was just interesting, you hoping that he would get invited to the picnic so you could earn their affection. And if, it was just interesting. It is, but it's the experience and not so much because we were doing a review of After Us, which gives you a different feeling, and this game just gives you that, just a completely different.
Yeah. And I had my sights set on Captain George Miller.
Captain Miller.
It was like from the beginning, at the very first debutante's ball, that I was introduced to Captain George Miller. I had my eyes on that guy, and I knew he would be mine someday. And in the last, like right before the last season, he married me.
But you know what? You know what was interesting? That once again, and I picked those characters at random. And once again, it was Letitia versus Althea. And that was when we played the game in Nina.
Yeah.
That's who played. And that's why I was taking the pictures and everything like that. And these are the same cards with there, but just randomly, those two faced off head to head.
But I digress, and we're digressing, right? Like, it was cool. Like, I guess the whole point I'm trying to make is I'm that guy. If you have a prototype you want me to play, I'll do it because I want to help. Like, it's not because I just want free stuff or cool new things and the hotness and all that. I genuinely it's not even our game.
Yeah.
And watching you walk in the door and me opening up the box, there was pride.
It was very
bizarre. I had a
bizarre.
feeling of pride for that.
I don't know why, but yes, I did too. I opened that box and suddenly I was very thrilled when it came in the mail. And I'm just like, look, this is the game. This is the game that we played the prototype of. Look, it's,
Yeah.
I did.
So it's
very bizarre, but yeah.
So I'm not saying any names, but Garfield Games, if you're listening. Oh, sorry, I got something in my throat. Garfield Games, if you're listening. Shem. Ezra and Nehemiah. Maybe I need another cough drop. I keep saying names of game company.
Oh no. Verdansky.
Ignacy Chevichuk. Oh my God. You just fell on the floor. Are you okay? Are you okay? I'm just going to sit here and watch. She's laughing. She literally fell on the floor.
No, that did it. I lost. It was... I don't know. Shep Phillips was one thing, and then Stan Kronatsky. But when you said Ignacy, oh my God. All the way in Poland. I know he's listening. All the way in Poland. You Polish guys have to stick together. Okay, forgive me. This is going to make noise. I have to.
So while Angie is getting her seat back in, I'm actually going to mute your mic. Ignacy. Jak się masz? Do Virginia. Zup. Zupa. No, but jak się masz, Ignacy? Huh? What do you think? How about you send us a game? Let me know when I can unmute your mic. All right, you're unmuted.
Okay, I'm back.
That is great. You have not fallen out of a chair in a long time.
There's something about Ignacy that I just lost it when you said Ignacy. I'm not sure why. It's not that funny. Although I love saying the word Ignacy. It's just, I'm not sure why. I just lost it. It's been a while since I flew out of a chair. It's been a while. I'm going to have to get a chair with armrests. Although, if I fly out of one of those, the whole chair comes tumbling over and the desk and stuff. So I better stay in one without armrests. Yeah.
And, the best thing about this is you had the Everdell complete collection box to break your fall. So I bet you your fall felt really good. Hey, it's a robust box. It's not even damaged.
Quiz time, Chris. Are you ready? And I like this one.
I'm always ready. Are you okay? You're not going to fall out of your seat.
I don't think so.
Okay, I will try not to be funny for the rest of this show.
Well, that's not hard. Okay, once again, this quiz is going to have to do with our games. It has to do with our main topic. And our main topic is calling games B and C. This is going to have to do something with
calling
these games on the list.
Okay, something on the games on the list.
It will be related to the games.
Am I allowed to look at the list of games?
Absolutely, you
All right.
are. Question 1. What street name with the word wood is not a real street name in our hometown? Wildwood Court, Redwood Lane, Meadowwood Boulevard, and Woodland Drive.
Meadowwood Boulevard.
Oh, you got that right.
I used to deliver pizzas in this town, by the way.
Oh, I would have changed had I realized that. 2 points for you.
I used to run a pizza restaurant. I know the map of this town like the back of my hand.
Okay. I forgot about this. Well, let me ask you this. Did they sell smoothies at that restaurant?
No, they didn't.
Was that restaurant a franchise?
Yes.
Okay, let's segue into number 2. According to franchisechatter.com, which is the top smoothie and juice bar franchise of 2023? Is it 1, Smoothie King, 2, Orange Julius, 3, Freshie, or 4, Tropical Smoothie Cafe?
I got to go with the reigning champion who's always on the top of my list, and that's Orange Julius.
Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, she's kind of a give me, but...
As a matter of fact, I used to work.
Oh, come on! I did not.
Yeah, so when I used to run that restaurant that has the soft serve with the famous curl on the top, and they have a cup with candy in it, and it's in like a snowstorm. So Maybe they'll give $50 gift cards
There
if
you
we say
go.
their name. So they were actually, it's like a parent company.
Yes.
They were together.
Okay. But did they, back in the day, did they sell Orange Julius back then?
That was after my time.
I thought so. Okay. So far, 4 points. You're heading there. You're heading to max points. You're
Oh
getting
my
there.
God. Oh my God. You shouldn't have said that because now I'm going to I'm in my head now already. Oh, I'm in my head already. You shouldn't have said that. I'm on the road to max points. Oh, normally at this point, I'm pouty.
You should have had your dopamine drip.
Oh, you gave it to me already. I'm dopamining all over.
Okay. All right. Let's go with the next question is, what is the name of the hotel in the movie Psycho?
That's my question.
And I'm going to name 4
Oh,
hotels.
come on. That's an easy one. Go ahead.
The Bates Motel, Overlook Motel, Khaki Palms, or Hotel Excelsior.
It's the Bates Motel.
I don't know. Sometimes you're not up with the kids, you know?
Up when the kids, like all the kids these days are watching. Hey, let's watch that movie.
Going from the 1970s.
From the 1960s, 50s, whatever. It's Alfred Hitchcock. He's the coolest dude ever. I want to tell you a story about Alfred Hitchcock. When I was a kid, I was so afraid of that guy. It would always start off with him sitting in a chair and that and he would turn.
Yeah.
He'd be like, hello there, good evening. I was so afraid of him. And there was actually, this is kind of embarrassing to say, but there was like a water spot on my parents' ceiling. And they have much like in the house that we have those stupid ceilings that
Drop down.
we have these
Slanted
stupid
ceilings.
slanted ceilings. And there was like a water spot on there. Like they had a leak in the roof. And at night, when you're a kid and things like your eyes play trick with
Yes,
you
yes.
and you see that water spot
would turn into Alfred Hitchcock.
turn into Alfred Hitchcock. And all night I would see him turning in his chair. Good evening. I'm just like,
Oh my God.
no wonder.
Oh my God. There's somebody could see what you look like when you do that.
When I do the Alfred Hitchcock.
You spin and go, good evening. Oh my gosh, that's funny. I'm thinking I didn't make these more difficult enough, but okay. That's okay. Hey, it's okay. You are at 6 points. So what did I say? There's 12 points max. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There's 14 points to this game, and you're at 6. So you're doing okay.
Mm-hmm. I can't wait.
Okay.
And after I get max points, I'm going to ask you a question about this quiz.
Okay. I'm going to list.
Oh, no, I see it now. I see the connection. Okay. I see the connection. I'm like, and how the heck is the Bates Motel related to any of these games on this list? And then I saw the Bloody Inn. All right. Figured it out.
Uh-huh. I'm going to list to you 4 names of soap operas, and you're going to have to tell me which is the actual name of a soap opera.
Oh, okay. Now, I grew up watching soap operas with my mom. So hit me. I am very confident that I got this one.
The Valley of the Bold, The Bold and Busty,
Oh, that would be a good one.
The Bold and Beautiful, or Bold Sunshine,
And I'm supposed to say which is the one?
which is the actual
Well, it's
soap
the
opera.
Bold and the Beautiful.
Okay.
That is one I did not watch.
I thought that's the one you did watch.
No, it was Days of Our Lives.
I thought you watched The Bold and Beautiful.
Mm-mm. Days of Our Lives General Hospital.
Okay.
And I hate medical dramas like ER. Everybody watched ER.
Yes. They
Okay.
did.
I never really got into it because those shows like in House, all those, they freak me out because the person goes in saying that they can't when they stick their tongue out, it goes to the left So I'll go and look in the mirror like 3 times to make sure that from the start of that episode and between every commercial break, my tongue, I didn't catch whatever weird disease they have. Like when that dude got brain cancer on ER, like the big main doctor.
Oh, yeah.
The guy who was in the Revenge of the
Dr.
Nerd.
Green, right?
Yeah. I swear to God, it was in my head so bad. Like that was it. Like there was that one scene where he goes and looks in the mirror and he's all sweaty and he tries to stick his tongue out. And every time he stuck his tongue out, it'd come out crooked. And
yeah, I remember that.
I was like, oh my God. So I swear for like a month afterwards, I was sticking my tongue out in the mirror to make sure I didn't have brain cancer.
Oh my God, that's not funny. I must stop looking. But I remember that scene. There's not a lot of scenes that I really remember from them. But that one, I think it's going to stick out in everybody's mind that saw it.
Only 2 things I remember about ER is that. And I think, was ER the one where the helicopter crashed? Or was that Grey's Anatomy? There was like this big helicopter crash and one of the main characters died in the helicopter.
Yeah.
Is that Grey's Anatomy?
It was.
I think that was Grey's Anatomy.
Was it?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. All right. Are you ready?
Meeple Chasers, if you know the answer to that question, while you're waiting for your $50 gift card from a undisclosed location because we don't want to get sued for making false promises, email us at chasingmeeples.com with the answer to that question. Otherwise, Angie will pay you $5 if I'm wrong. Just kidding.
A bonfire is a part of which school tradition? Homecoming, prom, senior skip day, or graduation?
Well, usually a bonfire is part of homecoming. And that is my final answer.
Okay, you are correct. You are correct.
And followed by toilet papering.
Some paper wrestling. I have my notes backwards. You're doing good, Chris. You're doing good. You're doing good. So that 10 points. Mm-hmm. This could be the best you've ever done.
Oh, bonfire right there. Oh my gosh, you're going down the list. Okay, so the next question. Got it. All right.
Did I really do that?
The next question is the answer is going to be
Let's see if you could.
Dr. Robotnik.
No.
Oh, okay. I just figured I'd throw it out there.
Okay.
The villain in the villain in Sonic the Hedgehog is A, Dr. Schmagognik, B, Dr. Robotnik, C, Nictor Rabictor,
What?
or D, Weedapika.
What did Weedapika come from?
The Meeple quiz that you were. I'm going to change words from the rules.
I forgot that one. I forget. That was awesome.
And I'm going to say, instead of place a worker, Weedapika.
That was an awesome. That was an amazing quiz. Possibly, I didn't want to get sued by Nick Murphy, okay? Otherwise, I would have picked one word and not every gardening word that I know.
Nick Murphy, if you're listening to this podcast,
Would you have sued me?
leave us a comment. Would you have sued Angie?
If I used your quiz that you use in this game is broken. Oh my gosh. You replace the words with
Banana.
Okay. Okay. We have number 12.
All right.
Not number 12, but this is your chance for.
This is my chance for max points.
No, we got 2 more questions.
Oh,
You're
geez.
sitting on 10 points here. You're sitting on 10 points. You're doing good.
All right.
Oh, take a breath. Okay. According to Reader's Digest, which is the top craft beer in Wisconsin?
Oh, God.
Uber Joe's from Three Sheeps Brewing, Mad Puppy Porter from Central Brewing, Coon Rock Cream Ale from Lake Louie Brewing, Spotted Cow from New Glarus Brewing. And I did not make up these names. These are really names of beers in Wisconsin.
Is that it?
That's it.
I go with what I know. And I know that Spotted Cow is the best beer on that list.
Okay, you got it right. See, I think I made this too easy.
I am not a big drinker, but does that stuff go down so good? It is so smooth. If anybody has had a chance to come to Wisconsin and try Spotted Cow, pick it up, give it a shot. And New Glarus,
If you're listening,
Chasing Meeples at yahoo.com is how you can connect with us.
all right, this is it, Chris. Last question. You are at 12 out of 14 points. You've never been this close to max points before. And this is not an easy one.
Hold on.
That's kind of appropriate almost for this.
Okay.
All right, tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready. I'm focused. I'm laser focused on
This
you.
one is not an easy one.
Oh, geez. Okay. Laser focused.
Okay. Which creature is not from the game Campy Creatures? The base game of Campy Creatures. The Swamp Creature, the Blob, the Mummy, or Frankenstein?
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, not...
I was thinking Cryptid Cafe or Horrified.
Yep, nope. Campy Creature.
The base characters.
Yep.
There's expansions.
Yes.
Okay, I don't think we have.
We don't have the expansion.
Okay.
We just have the base.
So who is not? That's fine. I didn't see it. Who is not?
And here our thing is.
Same
we
again.
played that game once or twice.
Same again.
Here it is. The Swamp Creature, the Blob, the Mummy, the Frankenstein. For max points, Chris.
The Blob.
I so wanted you to get this right.
It's Frankenstein.
It's Frankenstein. I literally was cheering for you. I was literally inside cheering for you.
What was my final score, Angie?
12 out of 14.
I'll take it.
Talking about games you don't wanna miss. From the classics to the new, every game's a ride. With Angie and Chris, you're in for a delight. Laughter and joy, and sometimes a fight. Join us as we tell you what we play at night. And now it's time to start.
All right, Chris. We went on vacation and we played a few games.
A well-needed vacation.
It was.
And with only a few minor interruptions. But it was no big deal.
Oh, gosh. Yeah. Oh, okay. We're going to talk about things that we did. We played a couple games. We played Wingspan with our Asia Oceanic expansions. We played Fox in the Forest, which we haven't played in a long time. We played Honey Buzz, and we played Jerusalem and No Domini. This was the first time you got to play that game.
I feel like we also played a couple more.
I don't know. I can't
We played
remember.
the campfire.
Oh, Tinderbox. Well, that's
Tinder blocks. That was
I
just
would
a
have
time.
really have loved playing that out by the campfire. That would
Yeah.
have been so cool.
That was just a filler though.
Yeah.
So, but yes, you hit the big main ones that we played. Yeah, and that was the first time I had a chance to play Jerusalem.
And what did you think?
Really enjoyed it.
Okay.
I think without I think without knowing a lot about what the game, I mean, I knew the basics of what the game was. I watched videos about it. I understood that the point of the game was to get, closest to Jesus during the Last Supper.
Mm-hmm.
And the Sanhedrin track being kind of like your round marker.
Yeah.
So I understood the basics,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't realize there was that there was card play involved almost. Because
Okay.
you have to, you draw your
building almost.
deck building. You had to draw your cards, and you're playing
And then it's a
cards.
set collection and
You're playing cards to essentially build a tableau. And when you match what are they, the locations?
there are different locations, and when you combine a specific, they're not all of them, because some are the market, so they're not all locations, but yes, you're trying to come up with 3 different combinations that correspond to the disciples, and then you can place that one at the table and get some bonus points off of there.
Mhm. No, you're
Oh.
I was
You were
daydreaming.
talking, so I didn't want to interrupt.
No, I was daydreaming while you were talking.
Oh,
I didn't listen. I didn't hear a word you said.
I love it when you do that.
Yes,
I love you.
I love you too.
I love it when you do that.
I was thinking about how I was going to edit this podcast. I'm sorry. I wandered. My mind wandered.
Okay.
So,
How am I going to edit the podcast I haven't finished? I know. That sounds like something I would do.
do you want to repeat what you said?
I said that the icons on the cards, that you need to collect a specific set of 3 of them. And those you turn into a certain disciple. And then you can take them, place them at the Last Supper, and try to gain points based on where your followers are placed.
Right.
So there are a lot of little things, movements going on. And definitely the multiplayer, the 2-player, and solo play different.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy that game. I've only played it solo, so this is the first time I actually played the 2-player game. It plays very close to the solo game. But I enjoyed it. I was hoping you would enjoy it as well.
And I did.
Good.
Like most Euro games, when you have them, when you look at a picture of it or you see it set up on the table, they look intimidating.
Mhm.
Like, oh gosh, there's going to be so many moving parts and it's going to be a brain burner.
Mm-hmm.
The game it had that appearance to me that it would be a brain burner. But when it was all said and done, the mechanics of the game are very simple.
It was smooth, yeah.
Yeah, there's strategy for sure, but it wasn't hard to learn.
I'm glad you say that.
It was probably harder to put all the stickers on the
Yeah.
on the pieces.
Yeah, the fish aren't
on the
completely
components.
figured yet.
But
I haven't.
it's a good game. I'm glad you decided to bring it along.
Well, I knew we'd have time to finally play it. So.
Yeah, what else did we play?
Well, we played Wingspan.
We don't need to talk
What
about
about
that. We
Wingspan?
enjoy that game.
We enjoy that play. We haven't played Fox in the Forest in a long time. We got to play that. I enjoy that. I am not a trick-taking game person,
I like trick taking.
but I enjoy that game. That was, I think, really the first trick-taking game I've ever played.
Yeah, I think it was. And you didn't really understand the concept when we first got it.
No. I mean, I tried playing Sheep's Head when I was young, and I didn't understand it. But playing multiplayer, I probably would get more confused. I'm okay 2-player.
Mm-hmm.
But if I was playing multiplayer, there is something about your secret partner that always kind of confused me. I don't know. So I could play a 2-player.
I could never figure out how to play Sheep's Head. But to me, Sheep's Head was a game that was
An old person game?
was created at a deer camp after somebody lost a bunch of the cards, and they just decided to make up game like rules.
Yeah. I don't know. The secret partner thing always threw me off.
Yeah, well, you get that in a lot of trick taking games. Like in spades, do you have a partner?
Yeah, but you don't know who they are. How
Right.
can you have a partner and not know who they are?
Yeah, that's true. That doesn't make
But
sense.
that's it. That doesn't make sense. I know my dad, somehow we ended up partner. He's like, you have to do this and going, but I didn't know you're my partner. How do I know I'm supposed to play that card? Right?
Again, deer camp.
Yeah.
Say
Too
no
many
more.
spotted cows.
Say no more. Yeah, so
Yeah.
Fox in the Forest, it's a unique trick taking game too. So they have they have what's called a decree card, which is kind of like the Trump suit, right? And each card, most of the cards have a special ability when you play them. So for example, if you play like a 1, and I can't remember what the animal is, but if you play that card and lose the trick, you get to lead the next hand, right?
Mhm.
And I think that's pretty cool. That makes the game cool. We do also own Fox in the Forest Duet, which is a cooperative
Well, it's supposed
version
to
of
be a
the
two-player
game.
game. Like Fox and Forest, this could be multiple.
Fox in the Forest is a 2-player. It's a
Yeah, but
2-player
it's
trick
the
taking
other
game.
Fox and
Duet is
Duet it's a
cooperative.
co-op.
Yeah, the other one is not. So
think it
Fox
was
in the
co-op.
Forest is not co-op. Fox in the Forest Duet
Okay.
is co-op.
In case we should have played it more. We only played it once.
Yeah, we did. And
I don't know. There was something about that track that I didn't like.
Yep.
The whole going through the forest thing I didn't care for.
but yeah, that was a nice little game to play after we got back from a long day of, was it water park, go-karts, and sightseeing at the House on the Rock?
Oh, it could have been after the House on the Rock. That was a long day. Yeah, that was a long day.
It was like 4 hours of walking.
Yeah.
It was cool though.
And then we played Honey Buzz.
I like
I think
that
Honey
game.
Buzz is a good game. It's a good Euro game. It's fun. I like it.
And who won?
I think you won that one.
I did.
Yeah. Who won Wingspan?
I think you did.
No, but I do like Honey Buzz. I think it's a fun game. It's got a cute theme on a essentially, it's an economy game.
Mhm.
But I enjoy. Yeah, you always win that game. I think you'd have to look at your app. I think you've always won that game.
Probably.
Probably.
Well, I'll let you think that. I don't know.
Okay.
So that was our vacation.
was our
Well-needed
vacation
vacation.
game,
Those were the
yeah.
games that we played.
Yep.
As usual, we stopped at Labyrinth Games. Did we talk about it in the last episode?
You did mention that the Lorcana.
Yeah, but we didn't talk about what you found there. I don't think.
We did not. I did find a game it was not really my Grail game, but it's something that I've seen, I've heard a lot about, and it was one of those games that I continuously passed up, always thinking another time, I'll grab it another time. It's there, it'll always be there. And that was Grand Austria Hotel. So I am thrilled. I grabbed it and I hung onto it dearly. And then I grabbed the expansion because the expansion is supposed to be really good. And that is the one way to play the solo game. You need the expansion to play the solo. So I grabbed them both and hung on to them tightly as you were questioning the guy about Lorcana.
And you.
What? What else did I do?
Well, you bought a game.
I did. I bought Grand Austria Hotel.
Mhm.
I just told everybody that.
I'm aware of that. Brandon, I know you're listening.
If you're not, you should be.
And I want to let you know that ISS Vanguard is still
It's still there.
at the game
Yes,
store.
it's still there because I literally took a picture that said, "You're not going to get this game."
Well, it was at Labyrinth Games, but I'm talking about the one in Manitowoc.
Oh, oh my
Oh.
gosh. You went in there and passed it by because that's where you got the Lorcana deck from.
Mhm.
We. Oh.
What? It's not like
You
I.
have a hiding? Are you hiding it? Are you
No.
hiding it for me? Are you sure?
I was about to say it's still in the window, getting
Okay.
faded by the sun.
I completely forgot about that. When you said you walked in there and bought the Lorcana deck, it didn't even cross my mind until right now that faded copy could have been in the trunk of your Jeep.
You took the groceries out today. Would it be in the trunk of the Jeep? Was it in the trunk of the
It
Jeep?
could be by the spare tire.
It would not fit where the spare tire is.
Here's a spot. Anyone, it's too big.
It's a massive box. No, it would not fit where the spare tire is.
Okay.
All I'm trying to say is, Brandon, she bought a game. And we were talking about calling games. And during
that's
your
kind of
live
what this episode is about, isn't it?
during your live stream about calling, she's giving me grief for wanting to buy a game that I didn't buy. Because what you didn't hear coming out of her mouth versus what she was typing, we don't have room for that game. We have enough games the way it is. She comes home with a grand Austrian hotel. Just saying. I think I should go buy a game.
That doesn't mean you get to buy a game.
You're right.
Because, of course, I'm going to say you bought Lorcana, but then you will say that's a card game. That's not a board game. That doesn't count.
Oh, you know me really well.
Chris and Angie. Facing the country with Chris and Sam. Some game to stay, some must depart. Say, I should go now. This decision's the thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here for Cullomania 2, the games on our shelf from B all the way through C.
No, we have more C. I just cut it off.
Not all the way through C. Part of the way through C. If you remember in our last Cull episode, I said I wanted to call a game, and Angie became uncapped. Just uncapped. Steam. It was crazy. I'm going to promise that I will not purposely pick a game to call just to get under her skin. I really just want to fly through this list. I don't think we need to analyze it unless it gets interesting. So, Angie, why don't you kick off the list? The first game on our list is...
Backwoods. It's a cull.
Yeah, I don't want to give too much about it, but it's a call for me. It was a game I kickstarted. It was from a first-time publisher. He self-published it. It looked really cool. It was kind of that survivalist prepper thing, but it just didn't do it for me. So that is a call.
All right. That was an easy one. Next one. Bitoku.
You know what? I don't want to call it. I want to keep it because I actually want to play it. I have issues with that game, though. I really
haven't
do.
Played it.
I have issues with that game. And maybe I'm just stupid, but I cannot figure out how to play it. There are no good videos on how to play it. And the rule book is horrible, at least in my opinion.
The board is beautiful, but busy.
Yeah.
It's difficult to actually see where places are when you're supposed to even set up the board. So yeah, there are not a lot of really good how to play videos or even, setting up and stuff. There's some playthrough videos, but not tutorial videos. All right. Blend off.
That's a call.
You think so?
I do.
It's not a bad game. I mean, it's not really much of a game, but it was kind of fun. You have to have a lot of people to play it.
Yeah, Blend Off, Thunderworks Games. It's a quick little party game. The object is you have these cards where you have to make orders and you have to, is it roll dice?
No, you just grab the ingredients in the center of the table.
Something like that.
Yeah.
It's a call for me.
Yeah.
Keeper for you, I'm assuming?
No, I'll call it. I don't have any passion about it, but the next one I do. Blue Moon City.
It's a keeper. I enjoy it. I might take some markers to it and change the color palette.
Yeah. That's really the only problem with it, but they're a little bit of a color palette thing. Like the gray and brown all kind of blend together. The next one, the Bloody Inn.
Well, that's a keeper.
You think so?
Yeah.
I was thinking about calling that one.
That's a keeper for me. I really enjoy that game. I actually hate that we don't play it as much. There was a point in time where we played it a lot.
We did. We did play it a lot. Yep. All right. What's the next one on the list, Chris?
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
Well, it's called The Boldest.
It is. What is it about?
Robots.
Is it a good game?
I don't know. Haven't played it yet. I'd like to play it. I hear good things about it.
I'm thinking we should call it.
Okay. I'm not going to fight over it. It was a ding and dent purchase.
Oh, come on. I wanted something out of this. I wanted some reaction. Oh, brother. Okay.
Listen, it's a material thing.
Oh.
I'm not going to get hung up over a material thing.
Oh, my gosh. I want to call 51st Dates.
We are already.
The Ultimate Edition.
Why?
Why? Because you don't get passionate over things.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay, that one's going too. I'll
Fine.
write that on here.
Whatever.
51st Dates, Ignacy. You heard it here. 51st Dates is going away.
I'm not going to play into your scheme of trying to get under my skin. 51st Date Ultimate Edition is not getting called. As Serpentor, the Emperor of Cobra, used to say, this I command.
Oh, your geekness is shining through. I'm proud of you. The next one on the list is Bonfire by Stefan Feld.
You know, I went through so much to get that game for you. I don't know about you, but I was disappointed when I played it. So for me, it's a call.
It can go. It's not one I would fight for. I did enjoy my play of it, but it's nothing that I would, when we're coming down to it, we need to thin our shelves.
Mhm.
And of my Stefan Feld games, that wouldn't be one that I would fight over.
That you would not fight
I
over.
wouldn't fight over. If, if one of my Feld games are going, that would be okay for me if that one went. So what is next? Your favorite game? I'm not really sure how to pronounce this one. There's one of two ways.
It's Botanic.
It's Botanic, it's not Botanic?
No, it's Botanic. And that I command.
How you command?
Like Serpentor.
So tell me about why you don't like
I can't win it. I'm no good at it.
the game. Is that
We've actually
difficult.
covered it before, and we've actually covered it before in a podcast. I just suck at it. I'm not good at the game. Therefore, for that reason, I would call it. But I know you like it.
I do like it. I like it, but if you're not going to play it with me.
Oh, I would play it.
Oh.
I just wouldn't like playing it.
That never happens with us.
Unless I win, and then that might change it. But
that would just change.
that is a puzzle that my mind cannot crack. I just cannot figure out how to play that game, how to be good at that game. So it's a call for me, but if it stays, it stays. You can put it in the maybe pile.
I'm going to put it in the maybe pile. For the maybe, baby. Brew.
Keep.
Oh, this one I would call.
Why?
We don't play it that much. I don't know. There's issues I have with it. There's something about the placement on the cards that bothers me. I don't know. And I don't know if it's There is something almost like an area control.
Mhm.
I mean, with those
Yes.
cards, and I
Yes.
hate area control.
Yes.
So, when you lose, you don't have a lot of spaces and you only have so many dice that suddenly there's things you want to do. You want to get potions. You want to do, you need to get resources. And suddenly you place a die on a card that you want and just take somebody else to trump your dice, essentially, or put one extra dice there and you're toast.
Mhm.
I don't like that. And there's like not a lot of area to fight over. So I don't like the area control aspect of it.
I will concede it can go. I don't need to fight over the game. It would be a keep for me.
Brew crafters.
That's a keep.
Yeah. I like that game. Campy creatures.
Cull.
I agree.
Especially since I didn't get max points because of that game. I don't even want to call it. I just want to trash it. Trash that game.
Canvas.
That is kind of a tough one for me because for such a simple game, it's enjoyable. But I would call.
I'm going to give you 2 reasons not to call.
Okay.
It is completely unique. There's nothing else like it. My second reason is it doesn't take up shelf space because it can hang on the wall.
You can hang it on the wall.
You can hang it on the wall.
Okay. We'll keep it. My sister really enjoyed playing it, I think.
It's so different. There's nothing else that comes close to it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's just so interesting, and we can have. I enjoy it. It's not one that you play all the time. We have the expansion for it, but it's not taking up our shelf space. It's on a wall. Caper, Europe.
I wanted to like that game. I wanted to like that game so much. We saw that. That was one of those games that got under my skin.
Mm-hmm.
We saw it on a shelf at Boardlandia.
Yeah.
Didn't pick it up.
Yep.
And then we never saw it again. I don't even recall how we got it. I think we saw it at the Noshery and we picked it up.
No, you had it ordered. You ordered it because don't you remember Keymaster came and it had that packing tape that literally said paper on it?
That's right.
It was really cool.
That's right. I ordered it from Keymaster. That's right. But I wanted to like that game so much. But at the end of the day, I don't enjoy it as much as I wanted to.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I'm trying to.
That makes sense perfectly.
It would be a call for me.
Okay, this is a big one here.
Yeah. So we have 3 different Carcassones on this list.
We do.
Carcassonne Winter Edition, and Hunters and Gatherers. I don't want to call any of them because it's Carcassonne. I love Carcassonne. It's a chill game. When I think about a game that it's snowing in Wisconsin in the middle of winter, and I just want to have a cozy morning with a cup of coffee, I put on and play Carcassonne with Angie. That's a chill game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If there were, out of the 3, if I had to choose one to call, I would probably call Hunters and Gatherers.
Mm-hmm.
And I would keep Winter Edition, even though it doesn't have the Gingerbread Man expansion.
Anybody out there that holds a gingerbread?
So anybody with that gingerbread, no, I'm just kidding. Chasing, okay. But I would keep all the Carcassones. I'm actually looking forward to trying. I would like to try the
Carcassonne, the co-op one
with the ghosts. Yes.
I'm glad I hear you say that because I don't want to get rid of any of them.
Okay.
I think Hunters and Gatherers is different enough from the base one to justify keeping it. And Winter Edition, after I went through what I went through on eBay, and paid I don't know if it was way too much because it was out of print. I had to get it from somewhere across the pond somewhere. And I actually did my first eBay bidding instead of buy now. I actually was bidding on it. Stuff very tense. I'm like at work at night, raising my bid.
And you got the bid. You got I don't know how to put it, but I stopped doing the bidding on eBay. There were so many times where I just got it in my head where I will win this.
Yeah.
And I will keep bidding and bidding. And I was just watching you do that. And I was like, Angie, I was over that when eBay first started, still had my dial-up modem, watching like Dragonlance books or something silly like that. That's how I got like first edition of all the Dragonlance books.
Oh boy.
It was like, ooh, look at this one and it's signed. Bid. You've been outbid. No, I haven't. Type. You're now the bidder or whatever.
You're top bidder. Yes.
Yes.
5 seconds later. Outbid.
And it usually happens like the last 30 seconds, last minute of the auction. You just watch it. And you're like, oh gosh. So I felt bad that you paid so much for that game, but in the long run,
retrospect, that was how much I paid for a game back then. Have I paid more now? Yes.
for sure you have.
Yes.
But when we talk, so listeners out there, if you have not had a chance to ever check out, I've name dropped him a couple times in this, Brandon and his All Aboard Gamer channel, Brandon and his wife Lexi on YouTube. You should check them out. They are awesome. They're good people. We've talked about them before. On Thursday, they have this live stream. And there was a topic that he had about culling as well. And he said that one, it resonated with me a lot. Like I've been more active lately in the chat, but normally I just listened and you were the active one, but you've been busy usually on the Thursday nights when you've been out and whatever. And that discussion really was resonating with me. So I participated. But the one thing that he said that stuck out into my mind was return on investment. And I never really thought of that when it came to buying a board game. And it's crazy because I'm telling my leadership team at work, I will buy this, H-rail hoist system for you.
Yeah.
Or I will try to get the funding for this. But what I need from you is your ROI, right? So if I spend the money on this H-rail hoist system, what's your efficiency boost? How much more, when are we going to pay the company back the money? When does the company get its money back? And when he said that in both games, like, okay, I never thought of it that way. So the more you play the game, the more you get a return on your investment.
Yeah.
And Carcassonne, I think all of them, except maybe Hunters and Gatherers, we didn't really play that much. They've paid for themselves.
Oh, yeah. Time and time again. Yeah.
So that is my feeling on that.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right. Well, this was a very quick rundown of the B's through partial C. Angie, do you want to do a quick recap?
We are culling backwards. We are culling blend off. We are culling the boldest.
Okay.
We are culling bonfire. We're going to cull botanic. We're going to cull brew. We're going to cull campy creatures. We will cull caper Europe.
And what's on our maybe list?
We don't have any. We're cull botanic. That was our maybe.
Oh, you are going to call it?
Cull botanic, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So there is no maybes. There's no maybe, baby.
I'm going to ask you one quick question.
Okay.
If you could keep one, would you keep Botanic or Acropolis?
We're keeping Acropolis. We're keeping Acropolis. There is no doubt about it. We are keeping Acropolis. We can play it without the stupid yellow variation. We could stick with the basic yellow scoring conditions. Once we start piling on a yellow variant scoring conditions, it just got to be kind of out of there.
Don't I always win that game too?
I think I won once the first time. And I think since then you've won. But I enjoy the game.
No, I don't know. I was just asking. Okay. I had to give the crowd something to listen to. All right. Everybody.
I had no idea you were going that way. I thought it was literally going to be, if there's one of these you could keep, that was it. I'm looking at my list going, would it be this? Would it be?
Well,
Yeah.
would you keep Bonfire over Botanic or Botanic over Bonfire?
I would keep Bonfire.
Just because it's a Feld game?
There's more game to it. Whatever, Botanic is just kind of this real little abstract game. Bonfire, there's more game too.
Mhm.
And I guess I lean towards that. But we have other, big games like that. So
Sure.
for as much time that we get to pull these big ones off the shelf,
Mhm.
ones that are going to take a long time, it doesn't pay to have ones that are just going to sit. Return on your investment. But see, that's it. I feel bad when we're culling games that it took an investment to get. When it was a difficult to find game and stuff like that. That I feel just like I have a hard time almost getting rid of games because of that.
Sure.
And on that note,
That's what we call.
that's what we call.
All right, Angie. Well, I believe that everybody has heard us. I keep wanting to say the word pander, but I guess it's more like beg. beg for attention from some sort of sponsor. So if anybody
Beg.
feels sorry for us, Chasing Meeples at yahoo.com. Reach out to us. You never know. We might have a wonderful, wonderful partnership. And if not, that's okay too. We're just going to keep doing us. We're going to keep doing our thing. And
We're just having fun with it.
Yeah, we're just having fun with it. We're gonna keep getting better. And sooner or later, we're gonna be beating sponsors off with a stick. Oh yeah. Baby steps, right? First we gotta get some subscribers.
Yeah, we need to get people to listen to the show. We'll find somebody that enjoys listening to it.
Maybe a review. Some sort of positive review.
We did have somebody on. Yes, we did. We did have somebody on Brandon's last.
Ken Albert.
Yeah. He said he enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So I like to hear that.
That makes us feel super good. So Ken, if you're listening, thank you from the bottom of our hearts for listening.
Yeah, we've got a couple listeners off of that, subscribers. So that was very cool. All the people on his channel are really cool.
Oh yeah, they are great. They are definitely our kind of people. All right, Angie. We've got some burgers to make.
We do.
I've got to eat some supper. I've got to get up early. You've all heard me say this before. So, everybody, till next time, keep chasing those meeples.